your dreams for the future, your hopes and your goals? Humans are creatures of habit, and we can sometimes get stuck in a place where we just don't want to be. We're about to hear from expert Will Perry from Changing Post, breakthrough agent facilitating change.
Hi, my name's Will Perry from Changing Post, and I'm very focused and passionate on helping individuals through their issue of emotional abuse to raise their self-esteem so that they can have a more enjoyable and more fulfilling life. The difficulty with emotional abuse is nobody else sees it. So the public face of a couple might be wonderful, really closely matched, very happy, successful, yet behind closed doors there's a dominant and a victim, an abuser and a victim. And it's a very unpleasant place for the victim to be, and it's an unnecessary place. One thing that's very important, children learn from us, and if you're being abused, you're teaching your children how to do that. So if you do nothing, you're installing that pattern into your children. And is that what you really want for your children? To teach your children self-esteem, you first have to have self-esteem. To teach your children confidence and belief, you first have to have confidence and belief. So where I can help is to help you understand emotional abuse, to help you identify whether you are emotionally abused, to help you see that it's not your fault, you can have the life that you want, you can be fulfilled, and you deserve to be fulfilled. And you can start mapping the life that you want rather than the life that you're living. If you're not aware what emotional abuse is, let me just outline. The abuser might have grown up in an environment where their emotional side wasn't fulfilled and wasn't supported. They dominate over, they use many different techniques, either consciously or subconsciously, to feel good about themselves by attacking others or controlling others or dominating over others. Might say, oh, you're silly, that's stupid. Name calling, it could be blaming, threatening, ordering, and they won't be self-reflective on any aspect of their emotional side. They'll close that off at all costs. That is the most vulnerable side for them. So they attack, they withhold, they invalidate, they minimize, they dominate, they abuse, but they won't be open to the reflection and perhaps the contemplation that they could be abusive. What we have with victims is often people that were perhaps supported in the development of their emotional side, their emotional aspects, but they've been brought up in an environment where there was emotional abuse in existence. That's given emotional maturity, yet with very low self-esteem. And as you might know, patterns often repeat themselves. So what we experience in childhood can then be replicated in adult life. How the victim or the abused person might feel is confused. They might try to logically understand what's going on and what's being thrown at them and hurled at them. How they could be accused in this way. They might feel very hurt, very upset, trying to empathise, perhaps looking at issues of weight loss, confidence, trying to make themselves better on the outside, where on the inside they're actually suffering. They've got a predisposition to blame themselves, to say, I've done something wrong, it must be me, I'm not doing enough. It's a vicious cycle because they're trying to work harder and they're deliberately doing that. Of course, it might be physical abuse. It's in studies it shows that preceding physical abuse is emotional abuse, always, and often it escalates from emotional abuse to physical abuse. So where I can help, it's about identifying the patterns, seeing the symptoms of what's going on, and knowing that it's not you, it's not your fault, it's not what you're doing, it's the other person. Once you see it, it's changed completely. I can give you coaching through that period to understand what's happening to you, give you techniques to improve your self-esteem, techniques to deal with abusive attacks, and guide you through a process of recovery from the position that you were at to the position that you want to be. Drop me an email or phone me, but please get in contact. Don't carry on feeling bad, feeling confused, feeling upset, feeling frustrated. I'm very passionate about helping people that have suffered in this way and that are suffering in this way, to help them stand up and live their lives.
I hope you felt inspired by that session with Will Perry and you're one step closer to your breakthrough.